Happy New Year and welcome to my first ever podcast like video on my channel. Well, actually, lots of my videos on this channel are kind of talking videos, so they're kind of like podcast episodes as well. But I would like to start off with this year with my first 2025 video here on YouTube uh, with a little update on what my bookish goals are for 2025 because it's nice to have goals. It's nice to not just set systems and read without an end goal in mind. At least I have a direction towards my reading, especially now that I'm a literature graduate and I would like to apply these skills into my future career, hopefully to work in publishing or marketing or social media or anything like that. Just to enhance my critical thinking so I can become a better person and so I can share the love for education and knowledge to other people by being some kind of role model. Wow, how beautiful is that? So yeah, let's start on with it. So my first goal ever this 2025 and my most important goal, or I think just the first one that I should start off with like talking about, is my Goodreads goal, which is to read 100 books this year. And that might sound a little bit ambitious to other people, but I think 100 is just a beautiful number. It just, it sounds so nice, like to hear, hey, I read 100 books this year. And yeah, aside from 100 being a beautiful number, it's 100 for a reason. And that reason is that I want to branch out to other genres. I don't want to stick with my usual children's literature, young adult literature, fiction, fantasy, romance. I want to go deeper with the genres that I read. I want to read more psychological thriller, I guess, horror, mystery. I want to read biographies. I want to read memoirs. And I started with that already, sort of. I want to delve into sci fi and challenge myself and just, have a taste of everything. And maybe classics as well. Another big goal of mine that sounds very ambitious to me or just daunting, intimidating is to read philosophy this year and actually understand it more, like on a deeper level. And that's not so scary anymore because, well, I have my best friend from one of my book clubs, and he and I have been closer with each other since, I don't know, like towards the end of last year, I guess. And yeah, basically, I'm so grateful for him because we can buddy read things together, and he is so smart and inspirational and just so passionate about literally any topic. Any topic. It could be ancient Greek, Latin, and philosophy, history. Just wow. Shout out to this friend, but I will not name drop who it is. But I'm so inspired and I'm very, very lucky that I have him to talk to about things. And it's like talking to a professor actually, because he's literally master's degree level, okay? So I'm lucky, 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 lucky. And I am so excited for my 100 books journey. And I think that this is more like attainable this year, 2025, since I just graduated last year and I'm taking some sort of break or like gap year, quote unquote. Like if I don't know if you call it a gap year if it's like not studying anymore, but I'm sort of taking this break because I had a Europe trip with my mom, and that was so beautiful. We visited Livraria Lelo in Portugal, and it was, oh my gosh, mwah, chef's kiss. Anyway, so yeah, because of my traveling with family and spending time with family and making most of my early 20s, I'm taking this break before I find a job. Hopefully, please, Lord, in publishing and in the marketing aspect of publishing, because that is my passion. That was what my thesis was. And literally, the last book that I have read was Yellow Face by Rebecca Kwong, which spoke about the entirety of how social media, well, not the entirety, but most of it, of how race, class, privilege, and everything just works together in publishing. And that was a very thought provoking book. It's literally 10 out of 5 stars. So good. So good. Even though the narrator of the book was kind of unreliable or just confusing and so hateful. And okay, I'll just make a separate video about my thoughts on Yellowface. So yeah, 100 books. And next thing that I want to do uh, this year is to actually go deeper and not just write reviews on these books that I am reading. Well, not well, most of them I will make deeper reviews for these books, but my goal is to write essays on the books that I read, and I think this will make it more academic and it will make me have a deeper, um, more based, fact-based understanding of what I'm reading, so I could comprehend and internalize better. So I'm not just thinking of, oh, this is the text, I've read it, I've enjoyed it, or oh, I didn't enjoy it, but it's more of, so this is what it taught me, and this is what it says about the world, and maybe that could show me what I can do as a person living in this world to, I don't know, make things better, to increase my empathy, of course. And I think that's a great goal. I'm very excited about that. I haven't started a single essay on any of the books that I've read, but I think, again, with what I just mentioned, I'll make a video essay or an essay about Yellow Face by R.F. Kong, because, yeah, publishing and the book industry, my number one goal is to share my love for reading to the world, and I need to understand what's going on in the book world in order to actually share my love for reading, to share this lovely experience of reading that I have, that I really just want other people to also experience. Another goal I have is to join a book club event every month of this year, be it something I'm hosting, be it like just a simple readathon on Discord, or a silent reading session face to face, or again, Discord or online, as long as it's like an official book club event. I would like to join a book club event each month of the year. Not necessarily does it have to be an assigned reading or an assigned book or like the chosen book of the month of a book club, but literally anything. Like, it could even be bookish badminton, like badminton with book friends. I count that as a book club event because it's with the community, and in a book community or just a community in general, you talk about your life, you share life experiences together, and yeah, but the difference is that I'll be doing it with readers and people with the same passion for books that I have. And another goal that I've set in as well for myself is to read at least one Filipino novel per month. This could be locally published, this could be published somewhere else as long as it's by like a Filipino author, or not necessarily. It could even be about the Philippines, written by another author of another race or ethnicity. But if it's about the Philippines and it's a Filipino novel, then yay. But mostly, I'm trying my best to support locally published authors. And I also want to have a bigger grasp on Filipinos and Filipino culture because look at me. No, not really look at me, but like, I don't know. People stereotype me as this like konyo person who doesn't really care about her own country, but I actually really do. I care about the people. I care about my culture, and I want to know more. I want to know more about Philippine history. Like literally, that's my weak point. History in general. Ask me stuff like, oh my gosh, I had this Belgian friend who asked me, so who named the Philippines? What was the Philippines named after? And I just blacked out because I didn't remember, and I felt so embarrassed that he knew more Philippine history than I did. And that was just, nah, man. That was just not a slay. It was not giving at all. So, yeah, Filipino novel a month. The next goal I have is to have a monthly readathon. It doesn't necessarily have to be 24 hours wherein I just, mangle my brain with reading and reading nonstop until it's tiring and not fun anymore. A monthly readathon can be defined as a readathon, like maybe, I don't know, me reading the same author in a row for weeks. It could be like week-long readathons or a month-long readathon, or it can be like 12-hour readathons or reading sprints, or just, yeah, however a readathon could be defined as. Another goal that I have is to have more buddy reads. And this is because, well, aside from me discussing a book with like a bigger group of people, like the entire book club, if I did a buddy read, then I'll be closer with the person, and it's just a more personal thing, and I get to know how the person thinks, and that person will get to know how I think, and I'll learn how to be more respectful of different opinions, I guess. And by joining more buddy reads, I also get to choose more books because you don't have to have literally everyone in the room to vote for what the book should be. This can be like, there's just more leeway to what I can read if I do join more buddy reads. Um, for those of you who don't know what buddy reads are basically a read wherein you can read a book with someone, either chapter by chapter or segment by segment, and then you discuss it, and you then enhance your reading experience and make it more meaningful. Or I don't know, it's like a more company-ish thing. Like you have someone else's company, and yeah, you feel whatever the book is trying to make you feel at the same time with someone else, and I think that's very beautiful. Another goal that I have is to have more real life hangouts with like-minded people, aka book-loving friends. And I have been having this actually a lot, and it's just January. I have had it in Baguio with my ninang and my best friend, and then I've had it with several other people as well. And with my book club, there was a silent reading session with Silent Book Club Manila, and that was very, very beautiful. It was my first reading event of the year from that book club, and it went so well. You guys can actually check their Instagram. I'll link it down below. This is not sponsored for by them or whatever. I just really love Silent Book Club Manila, and the way, like, the concept of the book club wherein partying becomes actual like reading parties instead of loud parties with loud music. It's just people gathering together and reading and talking about what they've read, meeting new people, and that again is so so beautiful. And because of this book community, I have the book loving friends that I have always wanted and that I have found. And being active in the book community is just such a blessing. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing, a wonderful experience as well. So there's that. And in addition to that, my other goals are to, of course, like post more content on my social media accounts, my Bookstagram, this channel, and just to continue with my passion for sharing my love of reading to other people and just sharing that beautiful experience. And yeah, those are my bookish goals for 2025. And so far, I am somehow sort of living the bookish life that I have always wanted to manifest. This feels like a vision board. It's so beautiful, and I am so happy. I feel at peace. Thank you for watching. Bye.